is the Big Joe and Laura Show on Mix 95.7 Grand Rapids Best Mix, brought to you today by Bottled Water.
Bottled water. It's all you can drink if you work at downtown Grand Rapids.
Or live near that area. Hey, yeah, it is a Monday. We're a little tired. Hope you aren't. March 18th, 2024. And yesterday, that boil water alert ended up going into place, and we'll explain more about that coming up in your Need to Know News in about 10 minutes. But man, I'm like, really? On a Sunday?
On a day when my child decided that sleeping every hour and a half and waking up was the move, that I can't have coffee? Thank you.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's been a great day. It's
I know
a great
that
day to be me.
Then when I'm like, hey, I'm trying to help Laura out. We're talking about how you doing. She's like, I don't even have coffee. I'm like, well, why don't we just order on me? We'll order something from downtown. She's like, Joe, they have no water.
No one is open, Joe.
Can we drink green beer maybe from the weekend? Is that safe to drink still?
You know, honestly, if I could find some around here, I think I'd give it a shot.
I was so embarrassed. I had a lot of fun on St. Patrick's Day, and I hope everybody did too and was safe and responsible. But I was probably 7 or 8 green beers deep. And I see a man with a juicy booty walking on by.
That's a weird way to describe someone.
Well, what would you say about Frankie's?
Yeah, I know. Frankie LaPena. If you don't know him from TikTok, he's the guy with the giant butt that runs around. If you didn't know, he is from Grand Rapids. Actually, one of his most viral videos ever happened at, I think it was either Breakaway or at Upheaval, because they both happened at the same park.
Yeah.
But he's running down that giant hill towards the stage, and the GRPD is chasing him, and he's rolling and running through people's stuff. And he's just one of the funniest guys on the planet. We have a theory that he might work in the same building as us or very close to us because of some of his lives that he's posted. Did you find out if it's true?
I honestly thought about it because I saw him there and people were taking pictures. So I just, went up. Lindsay was Lindsay was thirsty. Okay. She's like, ooh.
You're like, Lindsay, it's not real.
Yeah, I know. But I have such a frog butt. She doesn't care. But after getting a picture, I was like, hey, man, I love what you do. It's nice because it really, truly is. The thing I love about Frankie is he's funny. He's making people laugh, but nobody's even a victim to what he's doing.
No,
we're all in having fun on it.
He's just having a good time.
So I told him that. But at the same time, in my head, I was aware, I'm like, man, you've had 7 or 8 green beers. Are you even saying words?
Yeah.
So I think I said, I'm like, hey, I think I said we work downtown together. So that didn't sound great. So I don't know.
Listen, maybe someday, somehow he'll hear this or someone else will tell him that we were talking about him, and maybe he'll want to be a part of the radio show. We'll see. But either way, we're just glad that he at least didn't call the cops on you, since he is friends with GRPD, clearly.
Yeah, they were even getting pictures with that butt. I'm telling you, man.
There's got to be a law against that booty.
Yeah. If you're a man or a woman with a booty, life's so much easier, I feel like. I don't know, because I have a flat frog butt. Ribbit, Big Joe and Laura. You don't have to laugh at it, too.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
I was laying down, all of a sudden, you might have heard on your phone yesterday, the city of Grand Rapids letting you know, hey, there's a public safety alert. Make sure you boil that water.
Clearly you live in that area. I didn't get it until I drove into work this morning because I live just south of Hall Street, so it didn't affect me until I got here.
Oh, you entered the danger zone.
Yeah,
okay.
no, I brought my water to work this morning because I was concerned about everything.
You might want to ration that off. There is a boil water advisory for portions of the city. There was a big water main break that happened on Sunday. They're saying about 20,000 homes and businesses are going to be under a boil water advisory. Now, they hope to have it lifted by Wednesday, so we're talking 2 to 3 more days of this at the earliest. If you live in that affected area, it's east of US 131 and north of Hall Street. Prepare to boil your tap water for the next several days. Now, listen, the crews are going to be testing the water, and we'll keep you updated on that, but you get more details inside the Mix 95.7 app.
Here's some good news, at least to start off your morning. Tom Izzo and the Michigan State basketball team have kept their streak going. The Spartans are going to face Mississippi State in the first round on Thursday in March Madness.
All
and
right.
it is the 26th straight March Madness for Tom Izzo. Can you believe that? 26 years straight, other than during the pandemic when it was canceled, obviously. And I think in 96 and 97, he didn't have years then. But otherwise, every single year he's made it to the big dance.
That's impressive no matter what team or state you're from. from, that's a long time. Don't take that for granted.
Oh, no, I'm from the University of Kentucky Dynasty, and we could never. So that's just absolutely insane. Good luck to the Spartans, and hopefully maybe they can bring it home for Michigan.
And your final need-to-know news story is going to take you to jail. Singer Jelly Roll, he actually went from jail, if you didn't know this, to the top of the charts. The guy's just crushing it. He worked hard, he turned his life around, and now he's trying to give other people in that position the same chance that he has now. Thanks to Jelly Roll, the Genesee County Jail in Flint announced they're going to be opening up a recording school for inmates this summer.
What up, Jelly Roll? It's Swanson, the sheriff in Cornwall, and the fellas. You challenged me on the 5th of December for a music program when you would get your hair etched up.
You know what this place is missing? Music, baby. I'll invest in that. I'll give you a call. We'll chat.
Right here, baby, the Jelly Roll Jailhouse Music Studio. I'm launching it summer of 2024. Music theory, how to play, how to write, and how to record. We're getting that intellectual music, fellas. You ready? Yeah!
This is so cool that they're doing this. The fact that he issued this challenge and then the sheriff was like, yeah, absolutely. You've got to see the video. It's absolutely heartwarming. I know it's waiting for you right now inside the Mix 95.7 app.
That's your Need to Know news on Mix 95.7.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know news on Mix 95.7.
I was laying down, all of a sudden, you might have heard on your phone yesterday, the city of Grand Rapids letting you know, hey, there's a public safety alert. Make sure you boil that water.
Clearly, you live in that area. I didn't get it until I drove into work this morning because I live just south of Hall Street, so it didn't affect me
Oh,
until
you
I
entered
got
the
here.
danger zone.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I brought my water to work this morning because I was concerned about everything.
You might want to ration that off. There is a boil water advisory for portions of the city. There was a big water main break that happened on Sunday. They're saying about 20,000 homes and businesses are going to be under a boil water advisory. Now, they hope to have it lifted by Wednesday. So we're talking 2 to 3 more days of this at the earliest. If you live in that affected area, it's east of US 131 and north of Hall Street. Prepare to boil your tap water for the next several days. Now, listen, the crews are going to be testing the water, and we'll keep you updated on that. But you get more details inside the Mix 95.7 app.
Here's something that'll cheer you up, and it doesn't even require water. Dairy Queen is welcoming the start of spring in the best possible way by handing out free ice cream.
Yeah!
Tomorrow, since it's the first official day of spring, you can head over to most Dairy Queen locations, and they'll give you a free small vanilla soft serve cone. No requirement to buy anything unless you go to the ones in the mall. I think you do have to buy something if you go to the ones at the mall.
You always have to buy something at the mall, right?
Exactly. So there's some details waiting for you inside the Mix 95.7 app, but I'm just saying, take advantage of it. Get that free ice cream.
And your final need to know news story, we're heading to Tennessee where a woman ordered some dresses from Shein. The FedEx box came, it had those dresses inside, and it also had a can of beans inside. And on top of that can of beans, check out what she found.
So I just received a package from Shein that contained a vial of human blood. It had no name, no doctor's office, no date. The lady from the testing company said that it was completely mishandled. They don't even ship to residents. They only ship blood back and forth between doctors. We called the CDC. The sheriff's department came. They took the vial. They're going to be testing it. If you receive a Shein package, especially one that's in a FedEx, like if you've done express shipping, dump it out on a table and look at everything before you touch it, and then sanitize your hands. Be extremely careful.
Oh my God. Like, I've ordered from Shein before, and yeah, I'm going to be honest, the idea of getting a vial of someone else's blood is terrifying.
Maybe that's why I haven't heard back about my lab results. That's your Need to Know news on Mix 95.7. You probably got an alert on your phone yesterday if you're in the Grand Rapids area that, hey, water, don't drink it. We had an issue. Hey, we're Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7, and we're still getting all the details about it, but it looks like at least until Wednesday, a good chunk of Grand Rapids, like 20,000 people, are going to be under like a boil water advisory. Just do not drink your water. Do not brush your teeth with it. Keep it out of your mouth. Don't give it to your pets either. They're saying like bottled water might be the best way to go.
And if you could shower at someone else's house, might not be a terrible idea. I don't know what the rules are for showering with this water, but I would just try to avoid getting it anywhere near your face. And that's important. But what's really important is everyone's weird reaction to this news. Obviously, water main breaks happen. We don't like them to happen. We don't want them to happen, but, you know, things happen. And so some people think that there's a big conspiracy theory or something going on. And so we dug into the comments on the post from the city of Grand Rapids about this boil water effect. And I'm going to tell you, you may not want to read the comments. We'll just read the ones you need to see to you because there are a lot of insane people in there.
I like this one. John said, he was actually pretty chill. He said, hope we get a discount on our water bill.
Hey, John, I don't think it works that way. I think you only just won't have as high of a water bill because you're not using water. So that's the discount. Congrats, John.
And then Michael is not happy. He said, seems like there should be a more credible source like the city's website rather than using Facebook. But they link back to their website. Like, did you not see that?
And who goes checking the city's website every day for updates? Like, if something goes wrong, are you like, oh, I better go check the city of Grand Rapids website, not their Facebook or their social media where they can get immediate alerts out to people who happen to be on social media.
And then other people started getting concerned. We had Eric who said, does anyone else find it concerning that they won't say where the water break is?
They did. It's at Leonard and somewhere else. I don't remember the cross street, but they definitely told you where it was.
Maybe they didn't say where it was because they didn't exactly know.
Yeah, I like Lisa's comment. She said, why all the secrecy as to where the problem is and the fact that no person has commented that they have seen many crews. I've been following here and on the Nextdoor app as well. It makes me wonder, what are they hiding?
Yeah.
I mean, a bad infrastructure moment is probably what they're hiding, but I don't, again, it's at Leonard and I don't remember the street. It doesn't matter. I just go drive around. You'll see a big hole in the ground and you'll know what happened.
I love Valerie on the Grand Rapids City Facebook page said they're probably in cahoots with the airplanes releasing those chemtrails.
Oh my God, no, there's no stop.
You don't know that. Whose side are you
Listen,
on?
I know how efficient they are at picking up my trash. I guarantee you they are not at all in cahoots with anybody to do anything because they can barely do the functions of what they do. And listen, I appreciate the city people for what they do. They're working as hard as they can, but let's be honest, there's no way.
And I just want to read these last couple of comments. We're talking about just people's interesting questions and comments after there was the water main break yesterday in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Sean said on their Facebook page, should I boil the water before I use my bong to consume cannabis via smoking? Asking for a friend.
You don't have to ask for a friend, Sean. It is completely legal. And
that's a good question. I would say yes.
Question. I would probably just stick with the water you already had in there because most people are gross, or maybe some bottled water. Put some Dasani in there. Get a little fancy with it.
When in doubt, boil it.
Exactly. And Donna, who also said, I just put my corned beef in the crock pot and used water right before I read this. Should I throw it away? I know it sounds stupid, but I'm wondering if I got to boil it just to bathe too.
I mean, come on. It's St. Patrick's Day weekend. Donna, I don't know. I feel like you got to throw it away. Does the crock pot get hot enough to kill off that stuff?
I mean, if you're keeping it in there on high for long enough, maybe. But yeah, I'd say that I wouldn't risk it. I'm not an expert by any means. So listen, here's the answer to all your questions. It's going to be okay. No, there's no conspiracy theory. The government isn't trying to get you by making you boil your water. I feel like if they were trying to get you, they wouldn't tell you to boil your water, right?
That's what they want you to think.
That's what they want you to think.
It's time to play Laura Can't Lose on Mix 95.7. Here's how it happens. Laura leaves the room, and we all enjoy the silence for a little bit, and you'll have 1 minute to answer 5 questions. You can pass if you need to, and we'll come back if time allows. A tie goes to Laura because, well, her name's on the show. Here's who's playing Laura Can't Lose today.
Let's welcome back, representing Grand Rapids, Michigan, Brett. How's it going?
Good. Happy to be back.
Now you're back with a $30 jackpot. Hopefully going to move that up more. Whether you tie me or if you beat me, you get to walk away with $30 worth of Michigan lottery tickets. So are you ready?
All right. We got the energy. March Madness week.
All right.
Woo-hoo!
Kick Laura out of the studio.
All right. Get out, Laura.
They have a chant.
I love it.
Oh, that's amazing. That's not yet. Happy to leave.
Let's get into your first question. What's the oldest soft drink in America?
I'm going to go with RC.
Question 2. In what part of a house would you most likely find a Lazy Susan?
You would find that in a kitchen.
Question 3. The DeLorean was a car featured in what popular movie?
Back to the Future.
Question 4. What country is known for their Great Wall that can be seen from space?
Ooh, China.
Question 5. What Disney princess is inspired by a real person?
Ooh. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with Cinderella.
All right. I'm going to bring Laura back in.
Laura! La, 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 Laura!
Woo! I'm ready. Let's do it.
Laura, you do have a chance today to beat Brett in Grand Rapids. If you can get 3 right, you tie. You get 4 right, you win.
Ooh, so you're telling me the questions are hard today. Okay, let's go.
Question 1. What is the oldest soft drink in America?
I don't think this is the right answer, but I'm going to guess it anyway. Burners?
That's a good one. I think it's
I think
pretty
the
old.
oldest ginger ale, right?
It might be, but I'm not 100% sure. Dr. Pepper is what we are looking for.
Really?
Yep, it's the oldest in America.
Well deserved.
Both of you got that wrong, so it's 0-0 going into question 2.
Okay.
In what part of a house would you most likely find a Lazy Susan?
That would be in the kitchen.
Or in the bedroom? Yep.
Wait, you're using your snacks to move them around in the middle of the bed?
Exactly. 1-1. You both got that right. Going into question 3. The DeLorean was a car featured in what popular movie?
Back to the Future.
That's correct. 2-2. Going into question 4. What country is known for their Great Wall that can be seen from space?
I've seen it from an airplane. That would be China.
That is correct. 3-3. Also would have took the U.S.-Mexican border. No, I was kidding. We should have built a wall just for that reason. Like, how cool would it be? Like, hey, look it, there's America.
Listen, if they made it that nice, maybe people wouldn't complain so much. I don't know.
We have a tie game going into question 5. Let's see what happens here. What Disney princess is inspired by a real person?
I think Snow White is.
Oh, you know what's interesting? We had Brett say Cinderella, and you both got it wrong. It was Pocahontas.
Oh, yeah, because I forget she's a Disney princess. Yeah, of course Pocahontas is a real person.
All right. Well, I hope Brett wants to come back and play again on Tuesday because you guys tied 3-3.
Woo-hoo!
All right.
It's the Big Joe and Laura show here on Mix 95.7.
We're talking about peeps and our love or hate for them, depending on which one of us you're talking to. And honestly, we're kind of at a stalemate about this, Big Joe.
Well, I mean, speaking of stale, that's what peeps seem like to me. They are stale.
No, they are
They
not.
are disgusting. I've actually had people, they're better when they're stale. What does that mean? That
No,
they're-
I don't prescribe to that nonsense.
I like marshmallows. I often have fun during the summertime when I have a bag of marshmallows ready available, shoving them in my mouth and seeing how many I can do.
So why don't you like peeps? If you like marshmallows, it's just marshmallows covered in sugar. What you like sugar, don't you? Are you a sugar hater?
They just gross me out. They give me the icks. I feel like people like you, Laura, that like peeps are probably the same people that for whatever reason don't have taste buds and like, candy corn. That disgustingness too.
There's nothing wrong with candy corn. You leave that out. That's a completely different holiday. We're not getting into that.
Okay, well, I will just lay it out here. I think peeps are disgusting, and I would love to hear one good reason why I am wrong at 616-600-0957. If you are like Laura and you like your peeps, can you explain this?
Yeah, just listen. Or if you're a hater, go ahead and explain why you don't like them, because I don't understand who hurt your childhood, who took your joy away. I'd like to hear from haters too, but who is right? Do we keep peeps and keep enjoying them every Easter like we've been doing, or do we cave to the haters like Big Joe and get rid of them? Again, that's 616-600-0957. If Joe was in charge, he would say friends don't let friends eat peeps, but I disagree. We're Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7 Grand Rapids Best Mix, having the most serious discussion of all time this morning, talking about peeps. Are you pro them, or should they be gone because no one likes them around Easter, at least if you're Big Joe?
I mean, no. Out of all the great options you have out there, you're going to go with peeps. And I love marshmallows. Don't come at me.
I was going to say,
I
why?
love, like, for example, I love a good s'more. Like, you can't beat that. You know what the star of that is? The marshmallow.
Yeah, so why don't you like peeps? It's just sugar-covered marshmallows. It's the best part.
They just don't taste good, Laura.
All right, well, we want to hear from you at 616-600-0957, or you can send us a DM in the Mix 95.7 app like Jackie, who said, Laura, I feel like you hate having friends because peeps and candy corn are straight up abominations. They taste like poisoned sugar puffs.
Why won't anybody talk to me, Joe? I don't understand.
Jackie wouldn't even call in because she didn't want to defend this point. So I'm just saying.
No, she has such a life that she doesn't even need to call in.
Listen, I don't really have very many friends, so maybe Jackie's into something here, but we want to hear from you. 616-600-0957. Morgan and Lowell, are you pro peeps or against peeps?
Oh, I love peeps.
Thank you. Someone with a voice of reason. Joe is such a hater, and I don't understand, because normally you love junk food and fun things, Joe. Why do you hate peeps? What did they do to you?
They just taste so gross. I don't know, Morgan, when you were growing up, did you accidentally, burn your tongue?
No, I don't think so.
Don't fall for his trap. He's trying to say that you don't have taste buds, and that's why you like peeps. We're not doing that, Joe.
I just don't understand.
No.
Am I the only person that doesn't like those?
I guess so.
Ben in Allendale, how do you feel about Peeps?
So I hate them. I think they're disgusting. I think they're just weird. I don't like them, except in s'mores. If you ever use a Peep in s'mores instead of a regular marshmallow, the sugary coating is the best thing ever. I highly recommend it.
Ben, I was really excited when I heard you say that. Then you brought in one of my favorite things, which is s'mores, and I just can't risk ruining them by doing that.
Maybe this is your way of finally finding a way to love Peeps and coexisting with Peeps, because they're not going anywhere, Big Joe.
Give it a shot. They're not going anywhere because, my kids love them, and I know people that like them, even though I think they're disgusting. I can't eat them plain. It's weird. Try it on a s'more. It changes your mind a little bit. Not that I ever buy them just because I want to keep them. I want to have them around. I don't. The only reason I'll ever buy them is to intentionally make s'mores with them.
All right. Were you ever locked up in jail?
No.
Okay. Well, I feel like Peeps is a prison food.
What? You can't even get Peeps in prison. How would you
Yeah,
get
I feel
them?
like
Can you
Peeps
smoke
is the
them?
opposite of a prison food. It's like a luxury food.
No kidding. All right, Ben, thank you for at least your somewhat defense of Peeps. I'll take it. We appreciate your call this morning.
All right, thanks, guys. You do a great job.
Mix 95.7, we are the Big Joe and Laura Show.
Peeps, should you keep them? Are they allowed in the Easter basket, or are you like Big Joe, or you want them banished forever from store shelves?
I don't understand. They're disgusting.
Yeah, well, I don't think everyone agrees with you. 616-600-0957.
Shar in Grand Rapids, what team are you on when it comes to Peeps?
Listen, I'm the next person for chocolate for Easter, but if you ever get a chance, try the actual, new premium flavors. If you like cherry limeade is so good in Peeps.
Oh.
They have watermelon. They're so good.
Hold on a
I like
second.
the Sour Patch Kid ones, which I know is a little unhinged, but they're sour, and it actually makes it a lot better.
Okay, hang on. Seeing as how you obviously work for Peeps, how many packages are you going to send us?
Oh my gosh. Hey, I'll work for Peeps. That's all right. I'll work for Peeps.
She's like,
I'll
I'll
defend
work
them
for
till I
Peeps.
die.
I just don't work for Peeps.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Right? Yeah. If try the other flavors. Give them a shot. There's the cherry limeade is really good. That's one of my favorite. There's watermelon. There's all sorts of them.
You know what's really good? A cherry limeade at a place that serves it as a drink.
No, stop.
Anytime you have to say hey, if you have this one extreme flavor, it's not too bad.
They're still good. It doesn't matter. You can't say all Peeps are bad if there's at least one flavor that's tasty.
Double chocolate. Try a double chocolate one. There's watermelon. There's all kinds of them.
All right, we're located at 37 Ottawa downtown if you want to mail those, okay?
I will mail you some or I'll deliver it myself.
Told you she worked for Peeps.
You're amazing. Thank you for calling this morning. We hope you have a great
Thanks,
day.
guys. Have a good one.